Welcome to MedLab Asia and Asia Health, the virtual edition. This is the screen that you will see when you're about to log in to the virtual platform. Ensure you have registered yourself for the event on medlabasia.com, after which you receive username and password from an email that comes from noreply@virtual.medlabasia.com. For the sake of this tutorial, we will start by logging in as an attendee and see all the steps that one should complete in order for good networking and recommended matches to show up on the platform. I will log in as an attendee, so I have an attendee access over here that I will be using to log into. You will then be asked either to enter your first time password, or if you have logged in with one of our other virtual shows before, then you will be asked to enter the same password as before, and you click on login. As soon as you've logged into the platform, there are a couple of things that will be immediately available to you on the homepage. We will shortly touch all the items that are on the left panel on the home screen as well. But before that, the most important step as an attendee one should complete is go into the profile section that belongs to your personal information and manage your profile, your data types accordingly. The system is working on an AI-powered matchmaking tool, which means that all the data that you provide on your profile section is then feeding into the matchmaking tool to ensure that you are matched up with the right buyers, the right sellers, the right partners across the platform. For you to be able to do that, most of the form here is quite self-explanatory. You start with your first name, last name. Your headline is basically the quick summary that is available when anyone searches for your name or searches for any other data type that is found in your profile, and is the first thing that's available on glance when you're logging in. Your job title, again, may not be the same as your headline, but this is where most people will be finding matches with each other. You can also type in the company that you work for, the location, which could be the city or the country that you're logging in from. Company type interested. This is important to tell what are the kind of people that you're looking to meet. Which companies do they belong to? For example, I am more interested in meeting manufacturers. I'm also looking to meet a few agents and dealers and distributors of healthcare products. Then I click on update, so on and so forth. I give a lot of data points for the AI matchmaking tool to then decide and give me my information and generate enough matches for me from wherever possible. Product sector is basically the first level of categories. I am interested in disposables and wound care. I'm also interested in laboratory tests, and I click on update. Every time you enter a new additional profile field, you will have to click on update so that that piece of information is processed against your profile. Every time you have updated enough information, you can also select your seniority level. The system then takes in that data and start generating profile matches for you. Now, in case if you feel that when you come into your profile and a lot of information is already filled in, this is also a good chance for you to refresh and modify any of the data that you may have selected for yourself in a form, again, in terms of networking for this event. Then you click on summary and give a good long summary of what you do in your organization, a quick overview of what you're here for. Are you here to attend sessions? Are you here to purchase certain products? Are you here to make certain purchases? And then click save. As soon as you click save, the system tells you that your profile has been updated successfully, which means that the data has now fed into the system. After which, the other options that are available to you are to be able to block your calendar or manage your availability. If I feel like I'm not going to be available on the first day of the event, I can choose to mark my whole day as busy and hit save. Or I can choose to block certain windows and hit save so that the calendar, so that anybody else who's trying to reach me can see that I'm not going to be available from that hour to that hour in my calendar. If I want to change my username, I simply go to change email. I type in the new username and hit save, and my username should be changed. If I feel like I should be changing my password, maybe I don't remember the old one, this is how I can switch to my new password. I can also manage notifications. Do I want to be notified by email every time there is a chat message, or do I don't want to be notified by email? Remember, every time somebody drops you a chat message or every time you have formed a connection, you will be receiving an email notification. In addition to that, you will also be receiving a notification here on the notification bar on the top right corner of your screen. You will also get notifications every time you have a session that's added to your calendar and is about to begin 5 minutes from there. At the end of the show, you may choose to generate a CSV of all the meetings, an Excel sheet of all the meetings you have successfully had. Please remember, this CSV does not give you contact information. It does not give you email address and phone number. You will still have to rely on your chat function or on your virtual meetings to collect those telephone numbers and those email address one-on-one with your business partners. In case if you're looking to download the app on your phone, you can find the app by IM Healthcare, or you can just simply click on this link if you're using your phone. If you're using your phone and if you're logged in using your phone, then the notifications will also pop up on your screen with a ping, just like any other messaging application does. Now we're back to the home screen. Let us take you through all the elements that are available to you on the left side of the screen. Before anything else, I want to quickly grab your attention and tell you, you have an attendee support guide linked for yourself. So in case if you feel like all of this is too much to take and you want a document to go by, you can click on the attendee support guide, which is basically just a quick PDF infographic of all the steps that you must complete as an attendee. If you have more questions about the geography that you're logging in from, about having technical issues in terms of not being able to join virtual meetings, or if you want to simply learn more about how this platform works, you can click on the FAQ section and find answer to some of the most common questions we come across from our attendees. Now, let's start with all the features that are available to you on the left panel. Recommended for you section. Recommended for you section is essentially the main AI generation tool. So based on all the details that I just updated for myself in the profile, the recommended for you section has started showing up people who I am allowed to meet, and I can act upon them in 2 or 3 different ways. I may choose to skip a lead. If I skip that person, then they will be sitting in my skip list, which I can later on revisit and remove from my skip list if I feel that it was a mistake of skipping them. I have some more time on my hand and I would like to meet them. If I want to just let Mr. Martin know that I'm interested in them, that I'm interested in their profile and that I'm interested in establishing a connection, then I may simply just go ahead and show interest. If I click on show interest, Mr. Martin will receive a notification that I have shown interest in them, and then Mr. Martin has 2 options. He may either show back interest, in which case we will form a connection and I will then be able to chat with Mr. Martin whenever I want to, or Mr. Martin may choose to decline or may choose to skip me, in which case I will always be it will always be a one-side connection. It'll never be I will never be able to chat with them because they have skipped me. But however, it's important to know that Mr. Martin will receive a notification of my interest in them irrespective. Similarly, every time I go in and refresh my profile, I will always get more and more matches on this recommended for you section. The system is constantly fishing for more visitors, for more exhibitors, for more speakers that meet the criteria and that are now entering the platform for me to be having a good meeting with, to have common interest with. I can also then click on the next person and I can see that there is a potential handshake because the other person, Divya, is now interested in me and she might want to have a meeting with me. If I show back interest, I will be able to, and handshake is formed, and I can then choose to chat with Divya over here saying, hi, I am interested in meeting you too. And then I can hit send. It is important to know that you may also choose to directly schedule a meeting with her, but here I can see that a meeting is already in the calendar. I can also view her profile or request a fresh meeting with her. I can also go in and keep seeing more and more names as they get generated under the recommended for you section. The interested for you section. Interested for you basically means when there is somebody else who has shown interest in me, and this usually happens only when my profile is complete, because my complete profile allows the AI engine to throw myself as recommendations for other people who will then start showing interest in me, and I will start seeing them. They will start populating here for me. My connections, these are basically all the people with which we have formed a handshake, or in other words, interest or mutual interest has been established between both parties. I, as Reem, have shown interest in Divya, and Divya has shown interest back. So I can see that I already have a meeting with her, which I can view, or I can chat with her. I can also continue to drop more messages with her if I want to. So Divya is now a formed connection. There is a digital handshake that exists between the both of us. Then comes the My Interested list. Now remember everybody that I flagged and I said I'm interested in you. We can quickly go and pick a few contacts that we have shown interest in. So let's say we want to display interest in Cecilia over here. We want to show another interest in Congrats. So these people will start coming into my interested list. Every time I feel like, oh, this was a mistake of interest, I should take back my interest, I can click on this and it'll undo. I would always suggest that you hover over a button so that it gives you a quick overview of what that action would do. My skip list is usually the people that I have skipped in the past, and I may want to unskip them. So I have an unskip button here. If I unskip them, then Ali Dana moves back into my recommended section that I can then move ahead with. Now, what's good to know is that you're not limited to only the recommended matches that the system throws at you. You may also choose to go around and look for the products and the exhibitors in the hall. That is under the exhibitors list over here. I can go through all different kinds of exhibitors that are available on the platform. I may also choose to filter them. I can filter them based on the company name. Let's say there is somebody specific that I was looking after. There are two ways of looking for them, alphabetically, or the most trending results that are shown. Company type, I may choose to say, show me everybody who's a manufacturer from a certain region, and I can then select show me everybody who's a manufacturer from Thailand, and it will show me all the companies that fit into that criteria. I can then choose to view a company from inside the platform and either show an interest in the company, and the company will then be notified that Reem has shown an interest to them. I may alternatively directly request a meeting with that person. So I can also quickly see all the people that are working in the company. I want to meet this invitee from that company at a particular time. The calendar here on the right side of the screen populates a time that is available for both of us, for the other party as well as for myself. And I then quickly, you can see that the calendar has adjusted itself to the location from where I'm logging in. So if you're logging in from somewhere in Europe, then the time will automatically reflect according to your calendar. I can also drop a personal message saying why I'm interested, to give a quick synopsis, to give a quick introduction of what I am looking to achieve through this quick meeting with Jakshia Industries, and then the representative can choose to accept or decline my meeting. You can see I have a 20 pending meeting limit, which simply means that I can request 20 meetings and wait for some of them to be answered before I get them back into my quota. So pending meeting limit is just a good way of managing your time, of ensuring that quality is met over quantity, that you're not setting up more than what you can attend, and also you're setting up enough at any given point of time before those get declined or accepted. So that you're not blocking your calendar for long periods of time and you're still available to other people who are looking to meet you. So this is what a company profile looks like. I can then go back into the left section and say, let's say I'm interested in looking at different representatives from different companies. I want to look for everyone who is at a particular company. I can filter and I can see there are about 5 people who work at the company Copen Italia Spa that I selected over here. I can also choose to filter people by their job title. I can filter them by their seniority. I'm only looking to meet somebody who's at a senior level. I do not want to meet somebody who's at a junior level who cannot make decisions, for example. I can also select the product that they will be providing, what are the product categories or the product sector that the company deals in. before I make a decision of spending my time with them. After I've gone through the exhibitors and the representative list, I think one of the most another very interesting aspect of the platform is that I can actually first view products. So in case if I'm here to just start networking by first discovering products, I can also look for the different kinds of products that are available. I can apply a filter. Let's say I'm interested in buying in vitro diagnostic tests. I can filter for in vitro diagnostics and discover more suppliers that provide those kind of tests from different parts of the world. I can also then click on a product and show interest in a product. Indirectly, the company that has uploaded this product will get notified that I have shown interest, and they will potentially reach out to have a quick chat about this product. Maybe it's about the quantities, maybe it's about the pricing, and we could discuss that. So there are various ways with which you could start this. Now, if you're here to attend sessions, if you're here to attend a whole stream of conferences that our conference production team has put together, you may choose to go into event agenda, and you can quickly have a walkthrough of all sessions, topics, the speakers, and the tracks to which those sessions belong. You can have a quick overview of all the sessions that you might be interested in. If you're looking to filter sessions by a particular track, let's say you belong to the laboratory industry, you can filter them by track. You can filter them by rooms. So if you have access to only one room, then you can filter them and see which sessions you want to be added to. There are two ways of adding this session into your calendar. That means that that hour for me will be blocked. I can choose to click on add it to my schedule, or alternatively, I can open the session and add it into my schedule from the session page itself. I can also see all the speakers that are going to be participating, that are going to be presenting, or are going to be a part of this session. And every time I add something to my schedule, I can go back into my schedule here and find that session inside my calendar. So here, for an example, I have joined this session. If I go into my schedule, I can see that it has been added into my calendar, and hence that hour will appear blocked for anybody else who is trying to have a meeting with me because I'm busy inside a session. Alternatively, I may also choose to, you will notice that whenever these sessions become available, 5 minutes before that, I receive notification on the desktop. I will receive a notification on my mobile if I have the app downloaded. I will also receive an email alert before the session starts, just so I prepare myself, I gather myself in front of a desktop or a phone, and am I ready to attend the session. You can also connect with a few speakers. So if you feel like you are interested, after you've attended a session, you're interested in meeting Carlo here, you can click on their profile. You can read more about what that speaker does, what are the other sessions that that speaker will be speaking at. And you can also show interest with the speaker directly, and you can say, you could chat with them, have a quick discussion about common topics of interest, and basically just try and utilize the platform for networking as much as possible. You can also go into your schedule and see all the meetings that have been lined up for you on that day. So in case if you feel like there are meetings that you're actually not interested in anymore, you can directly decline them by going inside my schedule, or you can reschedule them directly from your schedule area. All of this is also available on the mobile app in almost equal seamless interaction possible. So we would suggest that you download the app if you haven't already, and if you're somebody who's on the go constantly, you're a buyer, you're a procurement person who's on the go constantly, and you want to be on top of different products or different exhibitors that are moving in to display their products for MedLab Asia, you can always do that using the mobile app. In case if you still have questions that have not been answered in this tutorial, please reach out to MA Support. M for MedLab, A for Asia, MA Support @informa.com, and one of our team members will come back to you as soon as possible. We hope you found this useful, and we really encourage you to utilize the days of the event to fill up the networking gaps that have come across the spectrum due to the pandemic. We're hoping you found this useful. Thank you so much.